Good evening, everybody. Good evening. It's been a while. Kind of, kind of lost. Everybody's lost. So how's everybody doing? Anyway, welcome to Pattaya Chilli. Okay, Pattaya Chilli. What? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, so like not too long ago, I was here talking about these Filipino ladies that she traveled to Thailand and then she opened her mouth and talking about the wrong subject, and they made a big deal about it. The the problem is that she when she got to Thailand, she's saying that on social media that, well, the people in Thailand don't speak English, and it's really hard for her to fucking excuse my language, for her to go around, and nobody speaks English. So yeah, in Thailand, in Southeast Asia, the Southeast Asia countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, the Philippines, they started English from grade school, like I believe first grade. First grade, they started teaching English from first grade up till high school. And most of the Asian people in Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Philippines, the Philippines, they speak English. For what I know, like in Thailand, the government don't provide uh, English lessons for grade school. You might be able to take classes, but you have to go to private lessons to get paid. I mean, to you have to pay for private lessons to send your children to learn English. So yeah, so that's true. Majority of people in Thailand don't speak English. So, but then here's the thing, you guys. When you travel to another country, you have to respect their culture, the language, and their food. You can't go there like criticize them like that Filipino ladies. And if she would have be smarter than that, she would just keep quiet until she gets home, and then she can post that. She can talk about that on social media like Facebook and Instagram, just as she likes. But while you in Thailand, you don't want to criticize the country and the people and the cultures like that. So just beware when you travel to Thailand. So I got this little information here on this news here. Says here, a 54-year-old American tourist, Stein Heat Cole, was tragically killed in Bangkok after a heated dispute with his ex-girlfriend, Nan Nanper Anchot, 24, and her new partner. Cole had been pleaded with Cho to reconcile, but things took a daily turn when her current boyfriend, Sona Leong, 26, and three other men attacked him. Cole suffered multiple stab wounds and broken legs and died at the scene. The incident is believed to be sparked by a love triangle, with Cole's initially inability to accept the breakup and Cho's family disapproval of their relationship fueling the violence. The suspects have been charged with jointly assaulting another person, causing death. So this happened in Bangkok, Thailand, guys. So this American tourist, he had a girlfriend there. I guess they broke up for a while, and he tried to reconcile with her, and now she already have boyfriend on the side. And because I guess when you're an American, you no longer sending money to her parents and her family. They disapprove her relationship to continuing. So then, I think he's trying to get back, and then the girlfriend don't want to be back with him, and the new boyfriend got jealous, and he got his gang and came over and killed Stein, killed Cole in Bangkok. So you guys, you ever, like I said, you travel abroad, you have to know the culture, and doesn't matter where you go, you have to respect the culture and their language, even though they don't speak English. You have to do sign language, and always respect the culture, the religion, and the country. If you go to Thailand, you see a temple, you have to wide them, okay, like this. Okay, you see people, you anything about you have to wide them. Even though you're meeting girl, boy on the side, you have to wide them. Kind of culture like that. You go visit a temple, you got to take your shoes off. And in the country, they say in the culture there, you cannot touch a woman's hand. You cannot hold hands in public. You cannot kiss in public. I don't know. For a white person, like European, I mean, white person, European looks. When you go, I see them, a lot of them, they go to Thailand or they go to Southeast Asia, whatever country. They hold hands in public. They hug. They you know, they wear mini skirt, they wear bra, they wear bikinis, kind of thing, showing their 80% nudity in the body instead of the bikinis on. But for the Asian person like me, even though I live in America for these 40, 50 years, I travel back to Asia like Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, Malaysia. I have to put clothes on. I can't wear bikinis like that. I can't wear shorts like that. I can't do any of that. I can't hold my partner's hands in public. If I do that, I'm be penalized. Another Asian, native Asian in that country sees me, they report it to security. Maybe security sees it. I could be arrested, violating their culture, their law that they put in place, and apply to Asian people only. They're not applied to. It does not apply to white people that European looks. Okay, so yeah, you gotta have to respect. Yeah, but here's the thing, guys. If you think you're falling, if you think that I don't know, like there's certain thing that's different. Okay, so I was in Thailand many years ago in this nudie bar, right? This strip club in northern Thailand. It's called the Foxy, right? In Chiang Mai, a lot of European kind of want to stay there, so they have these club that we go in there to get a drink and to watch women's dance. And the surprise that I had at the time was that when we entered the bar, we got a table. It was reserved for us. We're sitting down, ordering drinks, and watching the stage. And in the club, what I saw, it was like a 10-year-old boy. 10-year-old boy with somebody in there watching, watching the same thing that the adult is watching. And the police there, like the security, police uniform man was standing in there, and everything's fine. Nudity is nothing in Thailand. If you're in the club, in the bar, okay, in the nudie bar, whatever, and a little kid, 10 years old, can go in there and just like everybody else. But then when you're outside of the nudie bar, right, and if you're a Thai citizen, you're a Lao citizen, you're a Vietnamese citizen, whatever, you cannot hold hands in public. You cannot kissing in public. You cannot hug in public. See? So if you're Asian like me and go there, I cannot do that either. Okay, I go there, I have to be like an Asian person. And if you're a white person, like Caucasian Americans, or you are European, European native, you go to Thailand, to Laos, you do whatever you want. Okay? You can wear your underwear and walk around bikini on it, the beach, do all that stuff. But if you're an Asian person, you have to cover yourself up without showing, You can wear short, men can wear short, no shirt. Women cannot do any of that. They can wear very tight, sexy, flexible clothes, but they cannot wear anything that's showing. So I'm just want to tell you guys, you do go to Southeast Asia, just don't get beat up and get killed like this guy, Cole. Cole got killed because, in Thailand, it's just strange. Everything is different. Nobody cares about you. If you get hurt, you get injured, nobody cares. So you got to be careful and be prepared. So I was in this community, this part in Bangkok. It's close to the what is it called, the river in Thailand, the huge river. Oh yeah, thanks, bro. Thanks for coming. So the one time I was in Thailand, I stay on these embassy hotels by the water gate. They call it the water gate, which is close to the river that runs through Bangkok from Burma go Bangkok. So I stayed there for a couple of days, right? And I was out having lunch on this where I rent this hotel, so they have this restaurant down there by the hotel. So I came down, and in the day brought light, I came in to have lunch. I was just sitting there having my lunch, and this white dude, he was just crossing the street, right? Crossing the street on this busy street. It's like a two-way street, and the vehicle just like busy. And this white guy, he crossed the street, and you know what? A vehicle ran him over and took off. And he just lying there, broken legs, crawling like a dog, being beat up, broken legs, just crawling there. And yeah, and nobody cared. Nobody ran into him. Nobody cared. All these people just go on with their daily life. Nobody care about the white dude that got ran over by this truck. And that vehicle that ran him over sped up. And it was gone. So I was just standing there and watch, and that white guy got ran over by a truck, one of those mini pickups, and got a broken leg lying there and crawling like a dog with broken, legs, broken waist, and can't walk. Crawl to the side of the street, and it took a long time. It's almost like hour later before a ambulance with medic came and got him in there and took him away. And like I said, maybe somebody called him, somebody called for him, but he was in pain. I was a tourist. I was just visiting, so it was not my business to go over and say, hey, get help. I didn't want to get involved. So that's something that I saw in Thailand. I like, oh man, if you're able to trouble, you gotta be careful. And it happened to be that I was in the kind of like a section in Bangkok that it's kind of like ghetto. Okay, so uh, just wanna let you guys know that most of Thai women over there. When at my younger age, I was there and talking to a lot of them. Been to every strip clubs, been to drinking until you pass out, party like you ever saw the movie Cliffhanger? So when I was young and a whole bunch of friends, we always go there sometimes from the US to go there and hang out, be cliffhangers, you know what I mean? Uh, do stuff that out of ordinary, but talk to a lot of Thai women's, young women's that, you see them with the white guy, the American dudes, the European dudes, they hang out, honey, honey, whatever, go-go girls, go-go bars. And sometimes I get a chance to talk to some of these women, and when they are away from their white guy, husband or whatever, boyfriend or whatever, and as we're talking, it's like, so you only marry this white guy? Are you single? Are you dating him because do you have a boyfriend married? Whatever. Most of these Thai women's they respond to us is because we're Asian and they trust us. So they tell us that they're like this. This is what they said. They're married to another Thai husband or have a Thai boyfriend. But when the white guy comes to Bangkok in Thailand, the husband moves out of the house that the white guy builds for them, or the boyfriend moves out of the house. So the whole month, the whole 3 months, whatever, the white guy goes to Thailand to spend time with his distant wife. The the second husband moves out of the house until the white guy goes home, then the husband comes back in. So this is the game they play over there in Thailand. These women are very smart. They can rob you, they can scam you, and you won't even notice. So it's a thing that they done. They practice for centuries, for many centuries, hundreds of years. And I guess American people think that those Thai girls, the Thai white, really love them. In America, or Europe, women are so feisty, so passive, so feisty, so independent. They got all the rights, and they're the boss that wear the pants in the house. So white people, white men alone, they don't like it. They like to be in control. So, but in America, the law give the women more rights in control. So a lot of these white people, white men, they go to Asia, like the Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam, Malaysia, Indonesia, these Southeast Asian countries where they can find young women or a wife. And Asian women's we we raise them right. When they're little kid, uh, we taught them how to be respect, how to take care of the man. So, example, if if they're home, if you marry an Asian like a Thai girl or Malaysian or Indonesian, you on the Philippines, Filipinos, You bring them here to the US and you go to work all day, you come home. As soon as you enter the door, they will come and greet you and take off your jacket. They'll put you on the sofa and take off your shoes, take off your socks, give you a little massage, and they'll tell you, honey, you want something to eat? I'm cooking this for you. I will cook. So these Asian women, they cook for you. You know, they're raised that way. They're trained to serve the husband. So a lot of white people think that they go to Thailand, this country and get themselves a wife, and they'll bring them here to the U.S. or Europe or whatever, and then everything will stay the same like that. No, no. When they brought them here, years later, they got a citizenship. They became Americanized, and they learned the American women here the tricks, and they're just the same as the white women here. Okay, so I know this guy. He's here in the state. He's here in the states. He's in my neighborhood. So he married this Filipino wife. At first, he brought her here. She was respectful, did all that for him. And he worked hard. They had 2 kids together. And he always go work hard. He's engineering. He works in engineering. He makes a lot of money. He pays for everything and let her stay home and raise the two kids that they had. And then 5 years after she got her citizenship, you guys know what happened to her? She went work out in this fitness club, and then she met an Asian guy. She met an Asian guy, so she hooked up with the Asian guy, and somehow in the end, she ran off with the Asian guy and then left the white guy and the 2 kids. Now he had to pay for her. He had to pay for her alimony, pay her rent, pay her car insurance, and then he didn't pay child support because the kids is living with him, but he had to pay for her because she's now unemployed, and she goes live with the Asian guy, and they kind of party around, and yeah, it's all done. So you gotta remember, if you're a white guy, you marry an Asian woman, you had to bring her into her community. Sometimes you had to buy her Asian foods. Otherwise, if you don't have, one thing you gotta have is rice. Okay, you got rice. Asian woman, if you got rice and money, she ain't going away. But if you don't have rice, you gotta be careful because in this case, the white guy had no rice, and she went to the Asian guy, and he fed her with rice, and rice for breakfast, rice for lunch, rice for dinner, and she can't cut out her rice, so she went with the Asian guy, even though he got smaller cucumber, shorter. She had to go with him because he's got rice. And the white dude got bigger pistol, bigger boss, more money, but he had no rice. Okay, so you gotta make sure that you have rice if you're a white guy. Okay, you had to make sure you got rice for the Asian wine that you bought from Southeast Asia. Okay. So anyway, so the topic today is that, yeah, this guy named 54 years old American tourist Cole. His last name is Cole. Was tragically killed in Thailand, Bangkok, because he had a girlfriend, and he's a tourist. I think he's one of the long time tourists. He looks old, and he got jumped by her new boyfriend and his friend, and stabbed him and then killed him. So he's dead, and it's on the news, And I got this thing, and I just tell you guys that you do go there, please be careful, very careful. Choose where you're going to stay. Okay, so in Thailand, in Bangkok, there's certain bad areas, just like in America, certain city is bad. It's it's has a lot of criminals, and you can be robbed. Like, so you guys know, like Pattaya is a very famous, European tourist. A lot of white people goes there, but there's part of Pattaya that is really very dangerous. So you do go there, do stay in the beach area. Don't go outside of the beach area, okay? And you can get robbed and killed also. Uh, Beware of women that will rob you. Okay, so in this case, I think kosher had left. That he shouldn't get back to her like that. Otherwise, he would have lived. But yeah, when you run out of money, they're gonna dump you anyway in Thailand. Her family, herself, and this as soon in Thailand, Thai women, as soon as your money runs out, she will move on to the bank, the next bank. Okay, so you are a tourist, you from another country, you go there, they don't love you. They don't love you. Pretending. Out here smile for you, but because they want to dig into your pocket, okay? I'm an Asian, I know. I have been there many times and I had trouble there in Thailand and just want to tell the truth and don't be like that. Okay, guys? Uh but one thing, like I said, you gotta have respect. Go there, don't especially in Thailand, they have these strict, very strict rules that you do not voice any bad thing about the military, the government, and the royal family. Anything else you can say, but please stay away from the uh, royal family. Even though a photo, a conversation, a language, and sometimes like you go there, don't be preaching like what religions you in. Like if you're Christian, don't go there and start preaching your belief, your religion. Just be wild. You go there to have fun, see a lot of women in the club. Anyway, just let you know that in Thailand, in the strip clubs, you can touch the women. Okay, you can poke them. You want. You can do this to them. They can come around and you can touch them and do all that. You can kiss them, whatever. No problem. It's not like in the U.S. In the U.S., you go to a strip club, your hands tied behind your back. You cannot touch them, man. The bouncer will beat the shit out of you in the club, in the bar, okay? Uh, and then in Thailand, you don't have to buy drinks all the time. In America, you go to a strip club, you have to spend money, but keep buying drinks, even though you don't want to drink. You have to keep buying the drinks because that's how the stripper made them commissions on that. And in Thailand, I'm not talking about the go-go bars. Okay, if you go to Pattaya, those are go-go bars. They're like a liquor store. They're like liquor, the club, drinking club. You go there, you have to buy drinks. Yes, you have to buy drinks, and then they have their friends come over so you can buy them drinks. That way you can spend more money. They get commissions doing that. So you walk into a bar, a go-go bar, a drinking bar in Pattaya. You go in there, you sit there, right? A woman comes to approach you, and you order something to drink, and then she'll come and talk to you, and then she will invite her friend And what you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You gonna say, oh, I don't want them to come sit here? No. See, you go there as a tourist, as foreigner, you you have money, right? You want to be a big shot. You want to be a hero. So you go to the club and you drink, and then a whole bunch of women, come around, and she'll invite her friends to come sit with you, and then you buy drinks one to another, one, two, three, four, five. Pretty soon you spend a whole bunch of money on yours, and then they get commission doing that. So, but you do if you do go to a like a regular strip club, I'm talking about club that actually strip. It's not like a drinking bar, like a go-go bar club. You go to a club where, you know, people sit around and just watching the stage, and the women come and dance, strip, and then later on they'll come around and, asking you if you want to go fuck them or whatever, in behind the door or up and upstairs or in the hotel somewhere. These are strip club, okay? Like in America, strip club. And these women that come around, you can touch them, you can talk to them, you can touch them, they can lean on you, you can hold them, you can do that. So if you go to you go to Thailand, that's the difference, okay? And believe me, they do have these club, this restaurant that you go. I'm gonna tell you guys. So they had this restaurant that we went. I was younger, so they had this table, right? This table like this, it's like a round table. They have a little stair that climb onto the table. So this is a huge table that you sit around the table, and then you go in that restaurant. You sit. They have like a stage over there, and you can request songs. They'll play for you like live band, and you sit here. Your guys will be sitting around, and you'll buy drinks, like you'll order like some bottle of alcohol, like red labels, black label, Heinekens. You'll be sitting around the table, and then they offer you a service that these beautiful women, girl, whatever, will come around with this beautiful bikini, sexy, like around. If you want that service, that girl will climb up to the ladder onto the table, and she'll be like standing up there, and you'll hand her like your Heineken bottle, and then you have a cup down here, and she'll pour the Heineken on her shoulders and body, pouring down, and it's like a stream coming down between her legs. And you will catch with your cup. And you after that you drink it. Yeah, they have restaurants like that over there, only in Thailand. Okay, only in Thailand. So yeah, I mean, if you're a young guy or you're a single guy and you want to go have fun, Thailand, it's one of those places that you will see a lot of strange things. Very strange things, guys. Yeah, I kind of want to tell you guys, just kind of open up a little bit. I miss those days in my young age. Now I'm too old, can't do anything. My brother down there is getting weaker. Nowadays I see a young woman naked walking around. Just that. Okay, so travel to a place like that is no longer exciting to me. No longer exciting. So I guess paradise over. Just like an old dog, just got in the house now and can't hunt no more, guys. But if you're still young, you're like 40 down. Okay, you're under 40. Might as well go travel the world, guys. Travel the world and do all you want to do before you come to a resting place like me, an old dog. Just stay at home, because I can't hunt no more. All right, so be careful in Thailand. Don't get killed. Don't get killed. There are plenty of women in the sea in Thailand. Okay, beautiful, beautiful women. You know, I'm saying, if I think I travel many places, and I think Thailand they has the most beautiful women. I'm talking about down there, their little sister. They are the best of the best. Okay, so this is it. It's been a while. It's been 35 minutes. I haven't show up on this channel for doing live stream, so just thought I'd, stop by and see some of you guys. So yeah, Mon Brothers, Hi Thai. Yeah, good to see you here, man. And it's always watch you sometimes, but I guess you and me kind of slow down these days on YouTube. So yeah, thanks for showing up and for listening, and we'll see you next time, guys. Love you.